Monsoon.
I'm your host, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Prime Time Wrestling. Brain, we're only 3 weeks away.
I know.
From the biggie.
I wonder if Hogan knows that. I know exactly the countdown. I know how many days,
What are you filling
your
your turkey with?
We're not having a turkey.
You're not?
No, we're going to pluck all the blonde hair and feathers off Hulk Hogan. That's our turkey. 310-pound turkey.
You're being facetious now.
No, I'm being
you should be worried.
Festive.
You should be worried.
Why should I be worried?
Well, take a look at just check your track record for 1987. Hasn't been too good, has it? What makes you think that this is going to be any different?
Because Andre the Giant, as you've said, is in the greatest shape of his life.
No question.
Okay, look at the people he has with him. Look at Rick Rude, the ravishing Rick Rude, undefeated since coming to the World Wrestling Federation.
Who has he wrestled to be undefeated?
Every opponent that's been in the ring with him. Yeah. I count them all like that.
Yeah.
King Kong Bundy.
Take a look at him. There he is.
There he is. That's
looking right into the kisser of the champion.
Hulk Hogan.
They'll be looking face to face, you can bet.
But Hogan's going to be hiding behind the guys like Orndorf and the guys like Patera.
Won't be any hiding.
Oh, he's going to be hiding. I know he's going to be hiding.
You know, what should happen? You know, we get a couple of guys that take him like this and really do a number on him.
What happens if you get a Hulk Hogan do that to him? Or do that to him?
You're only a wishing.
Maybe do that to him.
Maybe wishful thinking.
Or maybe somebody picked that up.
Boy, it's going to be a most interesting program. Right now, we're going to go to our first matchup as we take you to Boston Gardens for the Ace against the Rock.
Thing almost hit me.
This bout is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing in the corner to my left, from Kansas City, weighing 248 pounds, the Ace, Cowboy Bob Orton. His opponent, from Sunset Beach, Hawaii, weighing 279 pounds, The Rock, Magnificent Muraco.
Well, listen to the ovation for The Rock as we're on the way here at Gorilla Monsoon at ringside with the Duke Doherty, and look at the Ace go to work with a ring microphone.
Bob Orton is doing a number on Muraco I cannot believe.
Well, big grudge match. We've been waiting for this one for quite some time. These two guys, former tag team partners and real close friends.
Yes, at one time.
Of course, that's all ancient history now, as is obvious.
Two of the ring generals in the business. Two of the most fantastic wrestlers there are.
Look at this. You could be very sorry about that later on, Ace. Muraco, probably the biggest I've ever seen him in his entire career right now, especially in upper body weight.
Orton just toying with him here.
The Rock keeps going down and coming back up. Look out, big roundhouse right as Orton is staggered. Chop and an elbow sends Orton down to the canvas, but he's right back up there. Boy, there's a lot of bad blood here.
Both of them can give it and take it.
Whoa, excuse me, did he get his bell rung or what?
He's gonna hear that for a week.
I think they heard that all the way up in the North End Tower.
That's the truth, they certainly did. Paul Revere heard that one. Lifted Orton right out of the ring.
Well, Orton had his way earlier on in this match as he literally did a Pearl Harbor number on The Rock, but that's all turned around.
The Rock is certainly built like a rock. The size of it.
Look at this. Oh, head first. That's almost as good as a pile driver right there.
Exactly. You say that was Excedrin number 99?
Well, possibly. Muraco just measuring him now. Oh, look at that, right to the eyes.
He caught him off guard. Muraco let his guard down.
Probably one of the greatest ring technicians I know, referring to the Ace, Cowboy Bob Orton. I don't believe there's anybody that can match him when it comes to being a technician.
Well, I think Muraco is also in the same caliber.
Oh, look at the shoulder breaker. Well executed. He has that excellence of execution that the Hitman has.
Exactly.
What a team they would make. The Hitman, Bret Hart, and the Ace. Gonna do something out of that left arm and shoulder as he's dragging Muraco over towards that corner. Gonna ram it into the steel post. What a shot by a number 4 handheld. Oh, wow. Did he put some velocity behind that?
Muraco's feeling every bit of that steel pipe.
Counting up to 4, he could get counted out here if he doesn't watch it.
Orton administering that pain like a real professional. He's loving it.
Claiming victory, however, it's a little premature.
The Rock is a little rocky right now.
As the Cowboy continues to work on the well-softened deltoid area of the left arm and shoulder of the Rock.
Tremendous trapezes on the Rock.
Sort of reminds me of you when you were younger.
Exactly. What made you an authority on a body?
Well, I've been watching you ever since the inception of your career.
Well, then you know I have a fantastic body. But I don't know where that gives you the right to describe something.
Your win-loss record leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
Listen to the crowd here as they're trying to give Muraco that little bit of something that he needs right at this particular point in time. Oh, went right downstairs. That was an unusual move because the Ace doesn't leave himself that wide open very often.
Well, just like Muraco left himself open, so didn't the Ace. Both of these guys are trying to get each other, and they're making one heck of an effort at it.
I think as far as credentials are concerned, I think the magnificent one, The Rock, former Intercontinental Champion, former co-holder of the Tag Team Championship, I believe that he's got a little bit of edge on the Ace in that respect. Duke, what do you think?
Well, I hate to agree with you, but it's because it leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Oh. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stay with Ace.
Something to drink? You got a sour taste in your mouth? Maybe a bottle of Ramager would be good. Oh, look at this handful of tights. Takes the Rock back down to the canvas. Referee questioning the hair pull. There wasn't any hair pull.
You don't count Ace out. Ace is a general also.
He certainly is. No one will talk about the virtues of Ace Cowboy Bob Orton anymore now, because, well, he's a second-generation wrestler. His dad was just as mean as he is. Maybe meaner, if that's possible.
That's an edge up in this business. That's an edge up.
Muraco with that power in the upper body should be able to force his way right out of this, and does. He has control right now. Shoulders are down, 2 count off. Another handful of hair.
The Ace counters with a scientific move.
That was not a scientific, it was a hair pulling. Aren't you watching?
I am looking at it. I seen a scientific move. Can't help it if his hair got in the way. He was grabbing his head.
Maybe in your perspective and the way you think that was a scientific move. Maybe it was.
I am a ring general also, you know. I got 15 years in that ring.
I know you did.
Don't tell me it was on the mat all the time.
2 victories on your side, on the plus side as well.
Well, at least I knew when to get out. When I was on top.
Ringer now, as that shoulder's got to be in bad shape right now, as you can see on the face of Muraco that it is.
Look at the size of Muraco's upper body and lower body, the thighs. Unbelievable. This man is a rock, a solid rock. Look at the arms on him.
Hammerlock. By the Ace. Oh.
I didn't see that.
Muraco found a way out.
It didn't look too good to me, I'll tell you that. Muraco is just got as many tricks in the bag as the Ace has.
Maybe more. As far as it comes to knowing what to do when you're in real trouble. Mr. Fuji laid a lot of that on both of them.
By the way, speaking of great men.
Right there. Look out. Knee drop. Nailed him. Right, this is one of Fuji's moves right here. Bonsai.
Bonsai is right. Awful pain. P-A-I-N.
The Rock showing the referee exactly where that blow went.
The ace is just excruciating.
Look out. Orton, second turnbuckle on the inside. Oh, the Rock brought his knees up.
The ace cannot be handling all this pain.
Going downstairs once again. All those blows. Now he's gone upstairs. Oh, turned around and ran right into the turnbuckle. Whip into the corner. Muraco follows him in, but the ace is gone. Look at this. Oh, he grabbed the tights. He's holding on to the ropes. Oh, the referee caught him. He turned it over. Oh, he got a 3 count.
Well, that had to be in this type of a match. Two of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
They're on their feet in B-Town.
Here is your winner, The Rock, Magnificent Muraco.
Magnificent Muraco. Well, Orton complaining vehemently now to the referee about holding on to the... Actually, it was he who was holding on to the ropes.
Orton should complain. He got robbed.
Let's go back and take a look at what went down here earlier on. Oh, wait a minute. Let's stay with this. The referee now questioning The Rock. Maybe this decision will not stand.
It shouldn't stand. Should not.
The decision was already given. Let's go back. Here we go. Muraco setting him up here, and the ace out of there in a hurry. Now look at that, a handful of tights.
Look how fast.
He jerks him over. Now watch the ace grab a hold of the top rope. The referee caught him, but this is not the job of the referee right there.
Did you see the hunk of tights Muraco pulled on the ace?
I believe it was after the 3 count was made.
I don't know. I don't know either.
It was kind of an erratic count there. At
The
the
worst
end.
count I've ever seen.
Well, I
It's
don't
a
think so.
WrestleMania count.
Well, I was just going to... that's not the worst one you've ever seen.
He never positioned himself behind the man's head. He never saw if both
What do you want? What do you want to
shoulders
be, a
were down.
referee now? First you started out as a wrestler, then you became a manager. Now you want to be a referee.
I could do any
What
aspect.
part are you going to play in the Survivor Series, incidentally?
Oh, I'm just a manager. I'm not going to
No,
do nothing.
nothing, right? Just going to...
Nothing. My hands are
Just
clean.
your usual nuisance at ringside.
I'm not a nuisance. I'm going to sit in the corner and watch Andre the Giant and every member of his
Decide
team.
who starts the match.
I predict he'll start.
You do.
And I predict Hogan will not
In other words,
start.
you're telling him to start.
No.
As a manager. No, you're
He's
not.
the only man I manage who makes his own mind up. He does whatever he wants.
You bet your life he does whatever he wants at 500 and what, 35 pounds now?
And as much as he wants.
Talk about hot items. Talk about the Pile Driver album. This thing is out. And also, the video cassette from Coliseum Video. It's on the market now. What great Christmas gifts these things make, Molly. I know you won't get any.
What do you mean I won't get? I get a lot of gifts.
Yeah.
My mailman's hunchback from bringing my
I'm
Christmas
sure.
mail.
I'm sure. The king is not too happy, I understand.
The king doesn't like the idea of dealing with a thief. Duggan's a thief.
If you don't know what we're talking about, we'll explain it to you right now by going to this special report.
Take it.
The king gets crowned. Hello, everyone. I'm Craig DeGeorge. Last week, King Harley Race used his skill to record yet another victory. We have no problem with that. However, his antics after the match were ridiculous.
I think he wants the Falco to bow. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, I love it.
But the king may have forgotten who was in the next match. It was Hacksaw Jim Duggan, whose entrance to the ring was blocked by Race. That's when the patriotic Glens Falls native relied on his best instincts.
What a cheap shot that was. He hit the king with the 2x4. The king wants to get in the ring. I don't blame him. What a cheap shot that was. Look at that. That wasn't a cheap shot at all.
Well, Hacksaw may have asked Mr. Race, who's the king now? Well, that was answered after Duggan's victorious match.
But here comes Duggan, shoulder blocking a clothesline. A cover. And a count of 3.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, king for a day.
Look at him, king for a day. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, what a king he would make.
I'll tell you something, Duggan, and you can mark my words on this. You'll never be king for a day. When we're done with you, you're gonna be D-O-A.
Well, why is the king so upset? He got crowned. Isn't that what the king's supposed to do?
He leaves the ring. Duggan, who is just an average working peasant. I mean, he's just a
Why? Because he's not a family member of yours.
No, not only that. He's the kind of a guy, he likes country and western music. He probably likes potato chips and
mom and apple
mom and
pie and
dad,
American flag.
Likes to sit in some good old place and pull arms and talk about yup-yo and this and that. He hit the king with a 2x4.
Served him
He
right.
should have moved out of the way. I'm going to explain to you
Right
why
now,
he
let's
should
go to
have.
the Honky Tonk Man along with the Colonel.
When the king goes down the aisle.
Thursday evening, November 26th, Thanksgiving night, when the World Wrestling Federation presents its Survivor Series, a team concept with an elimination format. In other words, if you get eliminated, you're out, but the team remains alive until all of its members have been eliminated. Now, we've talked about the tag team division, the women's division, and the one where Hulk Hogan's team will battle Andre the Giant's team. But for now, I want to introduce you to my guests, manager of Bound of the South, Jimmy Hart, and the reigning Intercontinental Champ, the Honky Tonk Man. Now, Honky, you are a captain of one team that will battle Randy Savage's team.
I'm the captain of the best team, and the people I've assembled under my tutelage is the King Harley Race, Hercules, Dangerous Danny Davis, and Outlaw Ron Bass. And I can tell you, that is the #1 team.
Lest you not forget who is on the other side. Jake Roberts, we mentioned the Macho Man.
That's right. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and of course the captain on the other side of the ring is going to be Randy the Macho Man Savage, right, Honky Tonk?
Hey, you left that Junkyard Dog.
The Junkyard Dog, he's going to be there too, baby. But we're going to come out victorious.
I think you spelled out some team on the other side.
He didn't spell out anything that worries the Honky Tonk Man, because we got it all in the bag. This is what it's all about. The people under me, they've assured me that there's going to be 5-on-1. My team against one man, Macho Man Randy Savage, and I'm going to play that tune for him one more time on Turkey night.
Thanksgiving evening, I don't know about that, but we will see. Honky Tonk will be the captain of one team against a team led by Randy Macho Man Savage.
Well, let's make a clarification right now, Brain. They were a little bit wrong in what they said out there. The Junkyard Dog is, in fact, not a member of the team. It is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
That's correct, Junkyard Dog.
Which will even make it worse for the Honky and his crew.
Well, we understood it that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat asked the Junkyard Dog if he could take his place.
He certainly did.
And the Junkyard Dog said, thank you, because I didn't know what I was going to do or where I was going to hide.
That's not true.
That's what I heard.
You told a half-truth and a lie.
Well, I can do both. I mean, that's what happens sometimes.
I know you can. How many strategy meetings have you had now?
Every day, 2 meetings a day, at noon and 4 o'clock. Every day.
4 o'clock every day.
And films.
Must be hard to assemble all those
no, not at all. We're at the training
mental
camp.
giants to be in one place at one.
We're up at the camp.
Let's take
You
a
went
look.
to the camp.
Let's take a look at your
Or
team.
close.
Right now, Andre's team.
Okay, look at that. You got King Kong Bundy at 460-some pounds. You got Ravishing Rick Rude, the greatest physique in professional sports. The man that possesses the Gorilla Slam, the natural Butch Reed.
Yeah, I'd like to
the
know where he got
one-man
that.
gang. Nobody can control him. He's been under fine suspensions, and it's all led by that man, the 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant.
I got a feeling it's going to all be led by you. I believe that you're going to orchestrate this whole thing.
I do have a partner.
Would you like to
yes.
tell us now who's Andre's going to pick to start?
No.
No,
I wouldn't.
Let's take a look at the opposition then.
Okay, well, you got Ken Patera. He's good at making license plates, 59919. Then you got Bam Bam Boogaloo. Bigelow. The guy draws on his head and draws on his arms. He's a frustrated artist. Then you got Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorf, a backstabber, an ingrate. Superstar Billy Graham there. Looks like he swallowed a skunk. And it's all led by the world's champion, Hulk Hogan, who is going to hide behind those 4 humanoids.
You think so?
I know so.
You're in for a rude awakening, my friend, and a big surprise, I'm sure.
Speaking of rude,
yes,
they're in for a rude awakening.
it's coming. It's going to be a happening. Make sure you're a part of it. We'll be back in a moment.
You know, another thing.
Folks, I want to make you aware of this. All you folks out there that are unfortunate enough not to have a cable system. And I'm going to give you a warning now that during the next break, go out and get a pencil and paper, because later on in the program, if you have a satellite receiving dish in your backyard or on a roof or somewhere, you are going to be able to get the WWF Survivor Series, and we're going to tell you exactly.
I have a dish out back.
I'm sure you do.
Her name's Betty.
Right now, let's go to young Sam Houston as he takes on Iron Mike Sharpe. Should be a beauty.
And Sam Houston may be under your skin a little bit, Jimmy, because on his debut here in the World Wrestling Federation, he handed your man a defeat, Danny Davis.
Hey, it was a fluke. You know it, I know it, and the people know it, man.
Well, Mike, you saw the match, and I don't think it was much of a fluke. I think Sam displayed a great deal of athletic ability,
skill, and I think that's one of the reasons Mr. Hart might be here with us tonight.
And the most important thing is he got the Duke. He got the 1-2-3 on Danny Davis.
Well, let me tell you what, nobody does that, baby, and gets away with it. Like I said, this guy, he thinks he's so cool. Look at him. He wants to dance around the ring.
And Mike Sharpe right now going to the outside of the ring. And Sam Houston awaiting him on the inside of the ring. They have yet to meet in the middle.
Look at him. See what a show-off this Sam Houston is. Look at him, baby.
He's just calling the guy a chicken, or showing him that he could be a chicken. Get back inside the ring and let's wrestle.
Well, I'll tell you what, when he feels, look at there, when he feels that forearm, baby, look who's chicken now.
A nice maneuver by Mike Sharpe. Has Sam on the ropes. Sam reverses. Going for a hip toss. And Sharpe stops him. Nice maneuver by Sam Houston, and there goes the hip toss, Mike.
That
nice
takes
maneuver.
a lot of power to turn that big man over like that. A lot of power.
I'm telling you, this guy's a showboat, man. He's a show-off. He's a hot dog.
Beautiful drop kick by Sam Houston. And one more time, Mike Sharpe on the outside on the concrete floor.
Well, it's like I said before. That's why I'm watching this match. You see, we have an open contract, and as soon as I can get the Sam Houston's name on an open contract, baby, I'm going to prove to the whole world how bad dangerous Danny Davis really is.
Mike Sharpe now making his way back into the ring. And an anxious Sam Houston waiting.
When you watch him wrestle, he has so much heart into it. You can just tell it. You get right behind him.
Are you talking about Iron Mike Sharpe?
No, Sam Houston.
Oh, God. You know, you women are all alike, man.
In the ring now, Iron Mike Sharpe challenging Sam Houston to a test of strength. Mike Sharpe claiming to be Canada's greatest athlete. I'm not too sure about that, Jimmy.
Well, I think he really is. Look at this kid. He has to look at the people and ask them, should I or shouldn't I?
Sam Houston certainly relies on the fans, and he has a great number of fans in the World Wrestling Federation that get behind him 100%.
He sure does. I'm one of them. He's young, and just as I said before, just to watch him go, he's so anxious.
Yeah, he's got a lot of fans, all right. I heard they meet in the phone booth every Wednesday night, both of them.
Oh.
Sam Houston now locking up with Iron Mike Sharpe in a test of strength. And Mike Sharpe now seeming to have the better of young Sam Houston. Sam Houston now fighting his way back up.
Oh.
And Sharpe low right to the midsection.
Looks like a weak point, huh?
Doesn't look like sportsmanship to me. That's one thing.
Mike Sharpe now has Sam right down where he wants him. Sam Houston is not one to ever give up easily, Jimmy.
Well, what do you think Danny Davis is? Danny Davis has defeated everybody, baby. This guy, it was a fluke, I'm telling you right now.
Did you say cheated everybody?
No, I didn't read my lips, baby.
Oh.
Now Mike Sharpe now in control of this battle as he has Sam Houston on one knee. Now Sam Houston comes up, steps over. Nice maneuver by Sam Houston.
Nice.
And Houston stays right to work on that arm.
You know, I'll tell you something else I don't like about this Sam Houston, man. Besides him being a big show-off, I don't like cowboy boots. I don't like pickup trucks. I don't like cowboy hats. I don't like that old chewing tobacco he chews. I don't like anything about this guy.
Well, you've got to like his style inside that ring, because Sam Houston really gets these fans behind him, and he has Mike Sharpe begging for mercy.
That could be a little bit of psychology too, Bruce. I'm sure Jimmy Hart knows a lot about psychology.
You better believe it. Let me tell you something, one thing, baby. Like I said before, we've got an open contract, and as soon as I can get this little punk's name on a contract, this Sam Houston with Dangerous Danny Davis, you're going to see the match of your life.
Sam Houston turning the tables on Iron Mike Sharpe. And Sharpe, a wily ring veteran, and he fires right back at Sam.
Canadia's greatest athlete.
And Mike Sharpe now going to work on Sam, and
right on the throat.
Mike.
Oh, that could slow anybody up. Oh, my goodness.
Chop right across the chest and sends Sam right to the mat. Something I didn't see Danny Davis do in his battle, though, Jimmy.
Well, it's like I said before, it was a fluke.
Only 2 for Sam Houston, and he goes right back to that arm.
I'd work on that other arm that's wrapped up in that leather. I wonder what he has in that. He's got, if it's loaded with something or something, it's using to his advantage, I'm sure.
It was an old injury that Mike Sharpe, you know, Mike Sharpe was one of the Canada's greatest athletes in hockey, and he had an old injury, and that's why he wears that.
Injuries heal, so he should take it off.
I said severe injury.
Oh.
Backdrop that time by Mike Sharpe, and Mike Sharpe has certainly turned the tables in this battle.
The people love Iron Mike.
Well, not hearing too much love from this crowd here tonight, at least not from Mike Sharpe, Mike.
Nor for Jimmy Hart when he came up here with us.
Indeed, nice move by Sam Houston.
Oh.
And Iron Mike Sharpe, once again, showing why he is such of a tough man in that ring to handle.
He might have underestimated young Sam Houston tonight. He's not so easy to go out there and beat.
And the referee now cautioning Mike Sharpe. Mike backs him up against the ring ropes, and that's another thing that Danny Davis, I never saw him cautioning too many people in the ring.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Danny Davis was probably one of the greatest referees of all time, and he's one of the greatest wrestling athletes of all time, and we're going to prove it when we, like I said, we've got an open contract, and when we get this Sam Houston's name on it, we're gonna beat him with an inch of his life, and you can bank on that, Daddy.
Well, if he was a good referee, why isn't he still doing it?
Because he was banned for life, and inside the ring right now, Sam Houston putting the moves on Mike Sharpe.
Well, look at that. That's illegal right there. Look at him. Look, no respect for the referee, the Sam Houston.
Bruce, he would know illegalities, wouldn't he? He knows everything that is illegal.
Indeed, and especially managing one Danny Davis who knows the rules inside and out. There is no doubt about that. Sam Houston might have gone to the well one too many times, as Mike Sharpe might have suckered him in that time, Jimmy.
You know what? I've been sitting here thinking, man, I might write a little song for this Sam Houston called The Girls That Turn Me On, Turn Me Down, because I promise you, when Danny Davis and this Sam Houston meet, he's going to beat him up so bad, that's what's going to happen to him.
Mike Sharpe resorting to the timekeeper's table to try and slow this young man down. Sam Houston not in a good way on the outside.
Trying to shake it off. He's got to. He's got to get back in there, keep his mind on the match, forget about the hurt, and get in there and win.
The inside, Mike Sharpe, very impatient. And a boot right to the back of the head. Sends Sam right down to that.
Well, that's not legal.
Again.
That's not fair.
Hey, baby, kick them when they're up and kick them when they're down.
Mike Sharpe now bringing Sam back into the ring.
Now by his hair. Did you see that? He grabbed his hair and pulled him in there. Ouch.
Whip into the rope, big boot, but Sam Houston always thinking catches Mike Sharpe, not in a good way. Nice maneuver, and once again, Mike Sharpe on the mat. Sam goes for the cover.
Almost.
Only 2.
Oh, rake of the eyes. Come on, really. Pulling his hair and then his eyes, I couldn't take that. I can't.
You know, that's really funny, man. A while ago, he had him on the ropes, and Sam Houston was stretching the ropes over here to make the ropes on the other side tighter on Mike Sharpe. I heard you complaining about that.
Mike Sharpe now getting Sam Houston up. Looks as if he's trying for a pile driver. Sam reverses it, back body drop. Sam, the first one to make it back up to his feet. And a right hand right to the side of the face. As you said earlier, Sam Houston never one to give up easily, and he's showing his fight and determination right here by staying at work.
What about that, Mike? Is that legal?
Certainly.
Oh, that's legal right there. Fist to the head, right?
It's better than a boot to the head. Or interference from the outside of the ring.
And one more time, Sam Houston missed and right into that corner post, Jimmy.
You know, Mike, I think you're a little prejudiced toward Jimmy Hart or anybody in the Hart Foundation.
Oh, I'm not going to discuss it right here.
Solid elbow smash by Mike Sharpe, but not enough to keep this young man down.
Slow count on the referee.
Sam Houston going for a flying body press, but nobody was home.
Oh,
What's
no.
Mike Sharpe doing now?
See, what did I tell you guys? I told you that was used for something besides just an old injury.
Very possibly so. Mike Sharpe adjusting that arm brace that he wears into the ring, but he misses. And Sam Houston with a full body headlock.
You know, I've seen all I want to see of this Sam Houston. You've got a date with Danny Davis, Sam Houston.
My hometown, Rochester, New York, proved to be a very lucky place for Mr. Houston.
Well, I understand you've heard of Soul Train, an American bandstand.
Yes.
Sam Houston's going to have his own show coming up, I understand, called Hick Train. It's where he dances and shows what
You thought that was
people-
funny, didn't you?
Who?
Oh, you. Number 3 over there.
Camera 3?
Yeah.
Are they awake?
Well, I don't know. I heard a bit of chuckle, a laughter.
You never know
coming
over
in.
there. This
Are you
crew's on a
paying
work
her
release.
something under the table on the side?
No. She just, it's personal.
Have you? Oh, obviously you haven't. You haven't seen this yet, have you?
What is that?
This is the official WWF
I on the cover?
1988 wrestling calendar. Another tremendous Christmas item. And 1988 is going to prove to be like 1987 was for you.
Not for me.
There isn't one of your guys in here, Brain.
Oh, give me that. I'll show you one of my guys.
Not one in there.
Don't worry.
In fact, right now we're going to take you to who I feel will be the next World Wrestling Federation Tag Team
No, don't wrap
Champions.
me up. Wait a minute. No, that's not it.
Let's go.
Wait a minute.
All right, Gorilla Monsoon and you, Bobby Heenan, have been discussing at length the forthcoming Survivor Series, the pending Survivor Series, just outside of Cleveland, Ohio, at the Richfield Coliseum. That's one place you can see it on Thanksgiving, November the 26th at 7:30 p.m. That's Eastern Time. Otherwise, you can see it on pay-per-view, exclusively on pay-per-view around the country. Make plans now to spend it with your family. Right after the big Thanksgiving dinner, you can sit down and watch the Survivor Series. 50 World Wrestling Federation superstars and all. I think Miss Betty is going to be there. Paul, have you seen Miss Betty?
Oh, wow.
Ooh. A couple of guys just fell off their chairs here. Come on in, if you would, please. It's the old parrot trick. Come on in, if you would. Rick Martel, Tito Santana, 50 superstars, all under one roof for the Survivor Series. You're going to be involved, Rick Martel and Tito Santana, in the tag team elimination matchup. As a matter of fact, Rick, you and Tito are captains.
Yes, and we're very excited about it. You know, what an event, the Survivor Series. But you know, it's exactly what it is, what it's all about, survival. Because there's going to be a lot of bad blood in that ring at the same time. You know, you're talking about, you know, the Rougeos with the Dream Team and us, Strike Force with the Islanders and the Hart Foundation and the Bulldogs. A lot of score to settle in that ring, you know. But we feel real good because, you know, we have a discussion with our teams, you know, and everything's been laid out. The strategy's been laid out. And believe me, we're going to stick together and we're going to come out the winner.
All right, probably one of the most exciting events, Tito Santana, and I've covered your career for the most part, that you've ever been involved in.
It sure is, Minjin, you know, and it's going to be viewed by millions of people, and we are going to find out once and for all what the better combination is going to be, either Santana's Strike Force and Rick Martel's Strike Force, or the Hart Foundation and his turkeys. After it's all over, we're going to find out who the real turkeys are, because our team, the Strike Force, and the 4 other teams, we're coming to win, baby, and survive.
All right, Richfield Coliseum, Thanksgiving night, November the 26th. The event, the Survivor Series.
No comparison. No comparison.
Listen, Ravishing Rick has improved himself since he's been here in the WWF.
He's got me.
Mr. Wonderful, who have you proven? What have you proven in the last year?
I thought you said he improved himself.
No, I said he has improved himself.
Oh, he has proved himself. He's got me.
It's a no-win situation here, folks. So
you think I got it easy?
Why don't we just go to a special report with Craig DeGeorge and find out exactly what's going on between Roode and Orndorf.
Hello again, everyone. It all started out so innocently. Manager Bobby the Brain Heenan, in an interview with me, said that his ravishing Rick Roode had the best physique in the Heenan family. But this casual comment became words of war for neglected Heenan member, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorf. That led to a most embarrassing moment for Heenan and what is now a huge feud. Now, the purpose of this report is to catch you up to date on the entire scenario. So first, here's the match lighting the fuse.
You want me to bring him here next week? I'll have Orndorf here next week, and he'll tell you that ravishing Rick Roode's body is the best. Far out the best.
The Brain did come through with his comments. He said he'd have Mr. Wonderful the following week, and Mr. Wonderful showed up the following week. What the Brain did know, though, is that his comments had ignited a fuse, namely Paul Orndorf's fuse, and the explosion was next.
I want to tell you what I think of Rick Roode and the family. That's what I think. And I'm going to tell you something else. I want to tell you something else that you've heard before. You're fired! Hey, in case you didn't understand, read my lips. You're fired!
A televised firing in front of an international audience, obviously most humiliating for Heenan. And at the Brain's expense, new manager Oliver Humperdinck took over Mr. Wonderful's services. But this episode did not send Heenan into any shell. In fact, the Brain shrugged it off, at least publicly. Perhaps he's getting used to this type of thing. And he continued to promote ravishing Rick Roode's physique as the greatest of all.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorf. Who do you think you are firing me? You've embarrassed me for the last time. And every member of my family's gonna get even with you. I know you're jealous of this man. He's got the best physique in professional sports today. We're gonna get you, Orndorf. You can bank on it.
Remember, though, confidence erodes quickly without a pat on the back. That's what happened to Mr. Wonderful. He was in the Heenan doghouse for some reason, and finally he came to realize he had to make a move. Fire Heenan, get a new guy, and move on from there. With Humperdinck now providing the inspirational backing, Orndorf was back to his Mr. Wonderful self. Back in form despite Heenan's attempted distractions.
Not too sure Orndorf knows what's going on behind him. I don't think Orndorf wants to look. Look at the build on Rick Roode. This guy's ripped.
There was a refill, though, on that prescription, and Orndorf gave Heenan a taste of his own medicine the following week.
This fight. Wait a minute. What's happening over here? There's a man who can mix it up. That man. You recall last week when Rick Roode came out and interfered in Paul Orndorf's match.
Well, in terms of a pose down, the fans are obviously backers of Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorf. But remember, great physiques don't necessarily translate into victories. And with things between Roode and Orndorf building to a potential collision, perhaps it will not be the physique that decides the outcome, but rather the heart, as in desire. We'll see. With this special report, I'm Craig DeGeorge.
Well, you're not too happy about it, are you? I think that both of the guys should just step aside and let you and Humperdinck settle this thing inside the ring.
Oh, I'd love that.
You would, huh?
I'd love to get my hands on them.
Squash you like a grape.
Are you kidding? I'd love to get my hand around that little red-headed frog's neck, make those eyes pop out a little further. Wasn't that amazing how Mr. Wonderful came out there on the platform and tried to embarrass Mr. Ravishing Rick Roode?
He didn't try to embarrass Ravishing Rick Roode.
Of course he didn't. He couldn't do it.
He's proven himself more than once here.
Because of me. The only reason he's famous is because of me. The only reason he ever made any money was because of me. I hand-fed this poor ham and
Who was it that fired you twice? You forget the guy's name? It's Mr. Wonderful.
Well,
we'll be right back with the big guy, Hillbilly Jim, in just a moment.
See, what happened was...
outside the ring here very shortly between Oliver Humperdinck and the switch there. Switched around there, all went downstairs. They're all blank and done.
Well, Brian, before we get to this big matchup that's coming up between Boris Zhukov and Hillbilly Jim, I want to remind everybody at home that our feature this week is the Killer Bees against Demolition. This is like a, what did you say, a wrestle-off?
For the Survivor Series.
Well,
but you know, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is replacing JYD.
I told everybody that.
So JY.
Oh. You better hope that the Junkyard Dog doesn't see this particular segment of the program. You'll be in big trouble. Let's go to the match.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. In the ring at this time, accompanied by his manager, the Doctor of Style, Slick, from the Soviet Union, weighing 272 pounds, Boris Zhukov.
Uh-oh. Might have a little confrontation between managers here in a moment.
Is from Mudlick, Kentucky. Weighing 305 pounds, here comes Hillbilly Jim.
Hillbilly Jim about to make his way down the runway here as Oliver Humperdinck stands up as he is being questioned. Few derogatory remarks made by the Slickster. This is the latest single hit cut off the wrestler's album, Pile Driver.
I believe this one's called Waking Up Alone. It's a beautiful
Waking Up Alone. Beautiful song.
There it is. That's golden voice of Hillbilly Jim right there.
Nothing like Don't Mess with a Country Boy, but I like it.
I like this.
Well, the music is over. All we got to do is get the Slickster out of there and that cane out of there, and we'll get this match underway. There we go. Look at the head on Zhukov.
Now, this is one of the newest members of Slick's so-called organization, Boris Zhukov from the Soviet Union. He seems to like these communist athletes, managing Nikolai Volkov, and I'm sure he's got a plan down the line, maybe teaming these guys together.
Oh, they already have.
Have they?
I did not know that. Yes, they are, in fact, the Bolsheviks.
So he's moving faster than I thought even he could move.
Absolutely. Boy, he wants his hands on that tag team championship. He's so upset, the Slickster is, he doesn't have one title in his stable, and that's really got him up the wall.
Yeah, well, look at him. He's got nothing, period. Not only doesn't have any titles, he got nothing.
Mentioned to me earlier on, he's got the #1 challenger in the one-man gang for the World's Heavyweight Championship, and now he's got these two guys, the Bolsheviks, who say that they're going to take the title away from the Colonel, the Mouth of the South, and the Hart Foundation.
Incredible.
That remains to be seen.
You know, it's incredible. You were talking about the Honky Tonk Man a minute ago. He thinks he's Elvis Presley. And Slick here, he thinks he's Chuck Berry. Have you ever seen anything like this in your life? The big man from Mudlick getting introduced to that turnbuckle real fast.
Ramming several times right into the top turnbuckle. We're able to have another match outside the ring here very shortly between Oliver Humperdinck and the Slickster. Switched around there. Oh, went downstairs. Oh, rang his bell for him.
It's amazing you can get those hands around that head.
That's the largest cranium I've seen in quite some time.
He's got to wear a 15 hat, size 15 hat. I'd say.
Normal size would be about a 6.5.
Yeah,
and that's got to be at least double that.
Yeah, he's 15 at least.
Some words of wisdom.
And speaking of big, you really forget how big Hillbilly Jim is until you see
he's
him.
enormous.
He is a big, big man indeed.
There's a guy that just a couple of years ago was sitting out at ringside, a fan of the World Wrestling Federation. World's heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan took a liking to him, took him under his wing, and take a look at him now.
And those are still the same boots that the Hulkster bequeathed him.
The patent leather shoes worn right now by Hillbilly Jim, a gift of the world's heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan.
He is so proud of those shoes, he'd let nothing happen to those shoes. And Slick, don't give me no bad looks down here.
Slickster maneuvering himself around to our broadcast position. Might have to do some chasing here in a little bit.
Won't be no chasing. There's going to be 2 hits. Me hitting him in the mouth and him hitting the floor.
The Russian confused by the antics of Hillbilly Jim. I don't think you'd want to try to match power with him to begin with.
Oh, he's out of his mind if he tries to. Hillbilly Jim has got to be a good 6 inches taller and probably, what do you say, 40 pounds heavier?
At least. With that kind of leverage and that kind of strength, you don't want to do these kind of moves.
Knowing these Russian athletes, so he might have something else in mind. Let him lull him into a false sense of security and then go downstairs or something with a kick or a boot to the stomach.
It's possible, and you know what kind of things go through the mind of the Slickster. I'm sure he's got this guy well schooled as he has Nikolai Volkov.
I don't want anybody out there to think that I'm Lily White. I've done a lot of things in my career, too, that were pretty irreprehensible. But as far as the Slickster goes, I can see no value to him at all.
Oh, look at that. He used the turnbuckle, second one on the inside rope there to give him a little extra leverage, and it worked for him.
Yeah, yeah. He knew he wasn't going to be able to do it straight up man-to-man, so...
well, that second rope made him about 7'8".
That evened things up, didn't it?
Sure did. Look at the Slickster giving direction.
Let's just call him Chuck Berry from now on.
All right.
Chucklin' Chuck.
I know, that's a disservice, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I respect Mr. Chuck Berry. This guy here I don't respect.
Chuck Berry is
the king of rock and roll.
The king of rock and roll, outstanding individual. This guy is a fountain of misinformation in my book.
He is indeed. He's a leech.
Hillbilly now trying to power his way back up. He's got to get to his feet in order for this to be... There he goes.
The fans here in the garden behind him, too. That means so much to an athlete when they get the people behind them and the people get clapping, they get cheering. It does something to you, gets that adrenaline flowing. You can do superhuman feats if you've got those 15 or 20,000 people in the buildings behind you 100%.
Absolutely. Gives that little extra something. I know the Hulkster relies on that a great deal.
You know he does, and you know the people are all behind the Hulkster, including yours truly.
Absolutely. Looking for a submission here. You're not going to get it because Hillbilly is not a quitter. And in my opinion, this is not a submission hold.
Now trying to get up to both feet, trying to get up, get that added height advantage that we were talking about earlier. He's up, but again, Zhukov goes with the boot downstairs, and again, another of those big Russian boots right to the midsection of Hillbilly Jim. And again, he's down on both knees. He needs to get something going. He needs a mount an attack right here because it's taking a lot of sapping a lot of strength out of these guys.
Now, Hillbilly, Oliver's making a tremendous mistake. He's made it to his feet several times and then did nothing when he got there.
He should have returned the favor with the boot.
Absolutely. You know, that's nice guys finish last in the world of professional wrestling most of the time.
Didn't Leo the Lion say that first?
Sure did.
Another hero of mine.
Sure did.
Casey Stengel, another hero of mine.
Hillbilly from the old school. Finally got up there, blocked it nicely. Oh, another block. Now he's unloading.
Here we go. Headbutt. How could he miss?
Oh, he's going to pound the fingers a little bit.
Oh, and that's, a lot of people don't know it, but wrestlers get arthritis real bad in their fingers for using their hands and that so much, and that does hurt when it comes down with 320 pounds.
Certainly does. Well, the Slickster not wasting any time in trying to get...
What is Humperdinck doing sitting with you?
You were not there. I'm at...
Well, I'm the host. I'm the one to... I'll handle this.
I knew it wouldn't take too long for him to get on the telephone. We'll be back with a conclusion in just a moment.
Supposed to be on there. I'm supposed to be on there.
You refused to go to Maple Leaf
Hello.
Gardens on that particular day. Don't you remember
Hello.
that? You didn't want to be in the presence of the president, Jack Tunney? Forgot, didn't you? Let's go back to the match. Zhukov huddled in the corner looking for somewhere to hide. Irish whip coming up. No, reverse the big guy.
Whoa! Not this time. Not this time. He's got that foot trapped. Spins him around. Duck under. On a big atomic drop. And Zhukov into the ropes. Hits his throat on that top rope. And Hillbilly Jim covering for the 1-2, but that's all he gets as Zhukov manages to get that shoulder off and beat the count of 3. And now decides to take a little powder outside and talk to Slickster, the so-called Doctor of Style, and regroup a little bit and get something going. But Hillbilly Jim, he's right over there by the ropes and says, let's get him in the ring. Let's get this thing over with. Nothing's going to get decided with one guy outside the ring and one guy in the ring.
Summit going on right now outside the ring. Well, how much good it'll do, really, I don't know. It leaves a lot to be desired in my book.
The psychological advantage is good.
Stop the momentum.
Coming from a manager standpoint, it's good. for the individual, knowing that he's got somebody out there watching his best interest. I wouldn't be so sure of myself if it was Slick out there watching my best interest.
Well,
but it does have a psychological advantage. It makes you feel a little bit better knowing you got somebody out there.
How can you put a whole lot of confidence in a guy like the Slickster, whose main aim is to get as much money out of his men as he possibly can?
Well, if your goals are the same, if this Russian's goals are the same as getting as much money as he can of American money, changing them to rubles, well, then he's with the right guy.
Plus, I'm not sure that the Slickster knows the difference between a wrist lock and a wristwatch.
I don't think he does either. I don't think he does either. Has he ever been in the ring professionally?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Oh, I'd love to give him a wrestling look.
Oh, look at that, a sneak job.
Cheap
Caught
shot.
the big guy sleeping.
Cheap shot.
Right over the shoulder of the referee.
Hat full of hair.
Rams him right into that top turn. Oh, check the fingernails out, ref.
Yeah. Russian turning loose now. He's got it wide open now, and Hillbilly Jim, he knows he's got to get this guy down to hurt and take the battle to him. Now, yanking that beard is Boris Zhukov, the newest member of Slick's Russian tag team, the Bolsheviks. It should be an interesting team, him and Big Nikolai.
Wow.
That's a power to certainly be contended with.
Well, Nikolai, no stranger to the title, a co-holder on a number of occasions.
Yes, indeed.
For the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship.
I'm sure that Slickster would like to do it again.
Boy, he wants a title, no matter what kind it is.
Hillbilly Jim introduced to the floor now by Zhukov.
Nothing
Watch
down
your
there, but
Slickster. Watch your
concrete and
Slickster.
ice here in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens.
Watch your Slickster here.
Keep an eye on him.
I'm watching him.
As we look at the enormous, well, there he is right now. Nice shot by our number 4 handheld. Right over the shoulder, over the beady eyes, so to speak.
Hey, look at this, look at this, look at this Slick. Sneaking around that corner with
Got
that
the cane wound up like he's ready to drive one into left center. Referee distracted now by him, and Zhukov
with a boot
pounds him right in the back of the cranium.
Excedrin headache number 9 there.
I'll tell you what, when this Zhukov gets a headache, he knows he's got one.
Oh, brother, it'll hurt for days.
Never seen a cranium exactly like that. In fact, I can't, on a close-up shot a few moments ago we had of his head, I couldn't really see the external occipital protuberance, which usually sticks right out there, and it doesn't on his head.
That's all the same.
He's trained.
He could rent that out for billboard space.
Probably.
Whoa,
oh, forearm shot right in the sternum. As Hillbilly's in trouble.
Watch that Slickster there. No.
Here in Toronto.
Now stomping right on the hand of Hillbilly Jim as he's trying to get in the ring. Boris Zhukov. He thinks that's funny. He thinks that's good. But if Hillbilly Jim gets back in the ring here, I think he's going to be sorry for all this stuff he's been doing. Because this man has got a temper, you know.
Certainly does. Unfortunately, it takes him too long to get wound up.
Exactly.
One strap of the bib overhaul's already unhooked. He's in trouble at the hands of this Russian. Got him trapped in the corner.
Upstairs, downstairs. This guy's got a barrage going right now.
Whips him hard into the corner. Boy, he hit hard.
Yes, he did.
Top turnbuckle hit him right in the kidney area.
That ring moved about 3 inches when he hit, too.
Gonna set him up again. Could maybe be going to the well one too many times here. You got to be careful.
There it is.
Oh, he did. Oh, nailed him right on that cranium.
Couldn't miss it. Come on, Hillbilly, do it now. Slam coming.
Planted him. Tried to make him a permanent part of Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens.
Now Zhukov wanting mercy, but Hillbilly saying enough is enough, brother.
Grabbed him right by the beard and picked him up off the canvas. Plants at size 15.
Oh, look at this, look at this.
Oh, Slickster up on the apron again.
Look at this. What? This guy's got to be crazy. Why would he be messing with Hillbilly Jim?
Look out from behind. Oh, high knee right into the back area. Knocks him down, hooks the leg, it's over.
There's the advantage again of somebody having a manager like Slick on the outside. Well, brother, it hurts me and it almost killed me to sit here and watch that. But if he ever tries anything like that when I'm around, my man, either Bigelow or Mr. Wonderful's in the ring, I'm going to pound him half to death.
Let's get the official word.
The winner of this match is Boris Zhukov.
Boris Zhukov with a kind of left-handed victory here in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens as he needed his manager to distract the big Hillbilly in order for him to do a Pearl Harbor job on him. Unfortunately, it worked. Let's go back and take a look at it again.
Slickster comes up here on the apron, gets Hillbilly Jim's attention. He's got to be watching Slick. And here comes the Russian with that big knee, drives him right into that turnbuckle, knocked, I'm sure, the wind out of Hillbilly Jim, enough to get that 1, 2, 3, and I think he's got his overalls hooked there too.
Well, you can't turn your back on anybody in the world of professional wrestling, especially a guy like Boris Zhukov. We'll be back.
Should have been an automatic disqualification. A guy jumps up on the apron.
He didn't enter the ring.
Is not the floor part of, is not the apron part of the ring?
No, it's inside the ropes. See, I'm a
In other words,
manager.
you could run up and down there and create all the havoc you'd like.
As long as you don't enter that ring, you can run up and down the third baseline, first baseline, sidelines.
I have news for the folks out there. You were very proud of what the copy of the WWF magazine with your picture on the cover did.
Did set all records.
This edition about to come out here in another week that's going to hit the stands will far surpass the sale of your book.
I'm on it again?
No. This gentleman is on it right here. The hottest item around anywhere right now, referring to the Macho Man, Randy Savage. And also, I'm sure you're aware that, well, you're not aware because you haven't seen this yet. Inside, if you want to get an insight into this guy, into the Slickster and what he's all about, there's a most interesting question and answer article in here, in this edition. In fact, in this article, he said that Oliver Humperdinck is a little bit too smooth even for the Slickster.
Well,
We'll
you know
be back
the old
in just a
saying,
moment.
dummy and his slickster soon part.
Well, folks, if you remember earlier on in the program, I told you to get a pencil and paper if, in fact, you have that little receiving satellite dish in your backyard or up on your roof. And
if, in fact, they can write.
They can write. Don't worry about it. I'm going to give you the numbers right now to call into Prime Time, 24 hours. This is the organization, the company that will deliver it to you. Of course, there's a fee involved, but you're going to call right in. I know you are, Brain.
What?
To call in if you don't have
I'm gonna
a
call,
cable
sure.
system.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm sure. You probably got all the other 400 plus pay-per-view cable systems coming into your house, don't you?
Well, let's put it this way. I have an enormous control center that will be taping from 8 different angles.
Well, good. You won't have anything to holler about then. 4 gigantic matchups here in the Survivor Series involving 50 of the superstars here in the World Wrestling Federation, of which the Brain has quite a few involved. We're talking about Hulk's team against Andre's team. That's 10 right there. And we're talking about the Honky Tonk Man and his partners against Savage and his. That's another 10. But the big one that I'm really interested and concerned about more than anything else is the tag team one. You got 20 guys out there at one time.
That's right, 20 guys standing around that ring on the apron.
Standing around.
Ready to be tagged in.
They won't be just standing around.
But then you got 10 girls now.
The
You know, you
fabulous
take
Moolah
10
and her
girls,
team.
that gives you 20.
Please.
Oh,
Let's
wait a
go to the
minute.
Hulkster right now.
We've all been waiting for. Let me introduce you to the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan! Will be led by Andre the Giant.
Well, you know, survival's a key word, man. There are so many differences between me and Andre the Giant. The lifestyle, the way we feel about things, basic human emotion. But survival is the one thing we both have in common, man. We both learn to tear, fight, and scratch for what we want. But you know, we're fighting for different reasons, man. I'm on top of the world, man, because I'm fighting for the love of all my little Hulksters. But Andre the Giant, he's fighting for the money, for the ego, for the greed, man, and for Bobby the Weasel Heenan. And you know something? Andre the Giant, I've got the edge on your team, man. Because in the jungle, when you're trying to survive, you gotta stay hungry, man. And that's what I've been doing. I've been whetting my thirst with victory after victory over all the #1 contenders. And Andre the Giant. After WrestleMania 3, you went and hibernated like a big old nasty grizzly bear. Controversy, maybe a slow count, whatever it was, you haven't stayed hungry. And the key to winning this Survival Series is to stay hungry, and I will survive. I will survive.
Let me tell you something. You have assembled quite a team with Orndorf and Patera, Superstar Billy Graham. What a list.
Yeah, I got all the wild men with me, and those two have a taste of survival, and we're all fighting for the same reasons, the same common goals. Andre the Giant, you and all those cutthroats on your team, we're gonna wipe them out, but somewhere along the line, as man gets eliminated, as man gets thrown out of the arena, Andre the Giant, you and I will make eye contact. We will feel the power of each other, and instinct alone will make me survive.
Well, Brain, were you paying attention? Did you listen? The champ made a heck of a point there. Did you hear it?
I listen to everything he says.
Andre has not been inside a squared circle for almost a year. It seems to me, and it's common knowledge amongst all professional athletes, that if you want to be good at something, you got to do it all the time.
Are you talking about being rusty? Okay, what about defending your title like he has? He's defended against the best.
Absolutely.
He's been a fighting champion. He's been doing videos, movies, everything. Now you're talking about rust as to burnout. He might be burnt out. And I know you're burnt out. See, you're worried about Andre the Giant.
Why is he worried?
Because he's soaking wet with sweat.
Please.
Just like the average guy at work. When he punches that time clock and punches, and he's worried about some boss.
You know about punching a time clock.
Well, my hands have never been dirty, no, but he's worried about some boss. Like how the big fat wives at home that tell their husbands what to do.
Let's not talk about your home life on Primetime Wrestling. We'll be back with our feature attraction in just a moment. I want to say congratulations to the LJN Toy Company for these stretch dolls, because the Brain hasn't had so much fun since, what? Since you were a little youngster? Toddling around in Beverly Hills in your little playpen?
I wasn't toddling around. I had chauffeur driven.
Give me a break. Is that some indication of what you think is going to happen to the world's heavyweight champion?
Well, let's put it this way. When we're done with the world's heavyweight champion, he's going to be able to see what came and went.
Wishful thinking. Right now, it's feature time on Primetime Wrestling. We're going to take a look at the Killer Bees as they take on the tough opposition of Demolition.
This contest is scheduled for 2 out of 3 falls. The loser of the fall must start the next fall. Currently in the ring to my left, weighing in at 235 pounds from Tampa, Florida, B. Brian Blair. His partner, weighing in at 234 pounds from White Bear Lake, Minnesota, Jumpin' Jim Brunzell, the Killer Bees. Their opponents, accompanied to ringside by their manager, Mr. Fuji, at 575 pounds from parts unknown, Axe and Smash, Demolition.
An awesome sight, Axe and Smash of Demolition, along with their manager, Mr. Fuji. Hello, everyone. Bruce Pritchard at ringside here in the Sam Houston Coliseum in Houston, Texas. Joining me here are my co-host, Mike McGurk and Duke Doherty.
That's right. That's an awesome sight. That's a good-looking sight up there. How do you like that, Mike?
Talking about the Killer Bees? Yeah, they are awesome now.
I'm not talking about the Killer Bees. A bunch of wasps. You watch what the Demolition team's gonna do to them. They're gonna go in and they're just like go in with a spray can and a bunch of wasps and let him have it.
The Demolition starting to shed the garb they wear into the ring, the spiked outfits.
Look at that fabulous physique, huh?
Indeed.
That's a body.
A very impressive sight.
Look at that, huh? That's muscle. What do you think of that, Mike?
Yeah, well, I'd have to say that they do live up to their name as far as Demolition. They do look like they could demolish anything that does get in their way.
Now you're talking like someone with a brain.
Yeah, that's not for your benefit.
Not a flighty, twitty little female.
There you see the faces of Demolition, Axe, and Smash.
And
what faces they are.
Yeah. The makeup that they wear, along with Fuji, I notice he sports a little bit of makeup.
This battle, a special 2 out of 3 fall matchup, can go any way. It can go 2 straight falls if someone can score 2 straight falls, or possibly one team could score 1 fall, the other, the second, and then the third would have to be the deciding fall.
Mr. Fuji's leading his men down the highway of destruction with the Demolition team. Broken bones and broken noses all over the place. Mr. Fuji knows how to bring him the pot of gold.
Smash in the ring now, squaring off against Jumping Jim Brunzell of the Killer Bees. And Brunzell known for his high-flying antics and especially his devastating drop kicks, Mike.
I hope he got wings.
Oh!
Wrong corner.
Smash caught Brunzell right in midair, drive him into the corner.
It drove his belly button down his backbone.
Ooh. Smash sends Brunzell across, but nobody's home. And in comes Jumping
B. Bryant.
Blair.
B. Bryant, Jumping Jim going out. Keeping a good tag team flow in here with keeping a fresh man in there at all times, and they're gonna put a little bit of squeeze on B. Bryant.
Nice maneuver that time by Blair.
Bees are showing an unusual amount of pain here. I just don't know how they're getting away with it. They're quick taking in and out, in and out. That's the only way they can get away with it.
Tremendous teamwork on the part of the Killer Bees. And in comes Axe. And Axe with those driving blows, driving him through the mat.
Isn't he poetry in motion?
In some respects, he may very well be. Scoop slam. Not enough to keep Brunzell down.
Look at the size of them, will ya? The Demolition team. I love them.
They are indeed an awesome team.
I'd like to see you up against them, Duke.
I retired.
In comes B. Brian Blair as he goes to work on the arm of Smash. Mr. Fuji on the outside of the ring, watching intently.
See that, Bruce? Grabbed him by the hair.
Look at the kicks from that beat. Will you look at the...
Good work by Blair as he kicked his way right out of the rival corner of Demolition and goes right to his corner and tags in Jumping Jim.
Look at the way. This is the only way they can do it, is quickly take it.
Indeed, tremendous teamwork. Nice move by Blair. He could have him. Not enough. A rake across the eye stopped him, Mike.
Nope.
Good go behind, but not good enough.
Definitely throw you off course when you get something like that across your eyes.
Now the Demolition team showing a little finesse here.
Probably 2 of the very best tag teams in the World Wrestling Federation seeing action in this matchup. And 2 out of 3 falls, it can go either way.
The Demolition team, look at this. They're gonna pick him up. He's gonna slam him down like a piece of junk. Look at that. I love it.
Goes into the midsection by Smash. Into Jumping Jim Brunzell.
It's gonna take more than that to take the Demolition team down. The Bees just can't got it coming in and out quick enough to take the Demolition team down. He's just resting right now.
Blair now continues to work on that arm.
He's gonna have to do more than that. Look at the way that Bee picks him right up. Look at that, picks that B up like it was nothing.
Tremendous strength on behalf of the Demolition team. Certainly in the strength department, Demolition has the upper hand, Mike.
Sure do.
By the way, he just smashes his head right in there. Demolition team, axe and smash. Two of the greatest, two of the fantastic.
And notice the way that Blair continues to hit.
Pound away at that guy.
Remember this, all it is, just a little sting. Just a little sting to this Demolition team, that's all.
The Bees, no newcomers to the ring.
Well, he's rearranging the Bee's face right now, isn't he?
Nice shot of smash to the painted face. Demolition.
That's gorgeous. That's psychological effect right there.
I knew you wouldn't know beauty if you saw it.
Bee's showing an amazing amount of strength there getting up off the floor. But not enough.
Oh. And again, you see Blair going to work on the leg of Axe.
Notice the quick tagging in and out of the Demolition team now, huh?
And you notice how red Axe's left leg is from where Blair continually was hitting it. But tremendous teamwork on the part of Demolition.
Isn't that a sight of gorgeousness? Look, he's ready to snap his head right off. The Demolition team, axe and smash. Absolutely phenomenal. The Bees are a little stung out today. They can't make any honey tonight, huh?
Smash tags in Axe, low to the midsection. As Axe goes to work on B. Brian, and B. Brian goes right to that leg.
He may have found a soft spot there.
There he goes.
And Bronzell comes in, and his teamwork.
What do you call that teamwork? Two of them in there at the same time. You call that teamwork? I call that a disgrace.
And Bronzell goes right to work on the leg, weakened by B. Brian.
Weakened by B. Brian. The two of them were in there working on the leg. That's a disgrace.
Just like Demolition was. They were doing 2-on-1. But you didn't see that.
They were taking in and out. Look how smart the
Now watch him crawl over there.
What do you mean crawl? He's using psychology there.
Please.
And Bronzell drags Axe back over to his half of the ring, and in comes B. Brian.
Yeah.
These Bees are getting a little overconfident. Some tremendous boots he's laying on the Demolition there. The axe to smash.
And Blair applying that pressure to the leg. And good teamwork as he tags in. Jumping Jim one more time.
Look at this. Would you believe? Isn't that terrible? That is inhuman to do that to a human being.
Well, nobody's really sure exactly if Demolition is human or not, Mike.
No.
What happened to the rules?
Rules?
Two of them, two Bees in there at the same time.
You notice about rules, please. I can't take this.
I know a lot about rules.
Just enough to not follow them.
Looks like the Bee got a bit of a grin on his face. Look at that, huh? He thinks he got him, huh? No way. No way.
Bronzell continues to work on that leg. And great teamwork on behalf of the Killer Bees.
Two again. Will you look at this? Two of them in the ring again.
Good teamwork.
And the referee doesn't do a thing about it.
Good teamwork.
Teamwork, nothing.
Teamwork's everything, especially when you're up against these guys. Demolition is nothing to be laughed at. The Bees have got their work cut out for them.
That is true. The Bees just think they have some momentary success. That's about it.
And in a 2 out of 3 fall match, it's not just one fall. You have to win 2 falls.
It's going to take more than this.
If Blair goes back on that knee, he could very well pop that knee right out.
Absolute. The pain on the demo. Trying for figure 4.
And he has it. He doesn't have it exactly locked in.
Now look at this. Isn't it a disgrace? The other
Jumpin' Jim was only coming to the aid of what this other demo. I can't even tell them apart. Axe or smash. He saw the other one come in and he was taking care of his own partner, looking out for his own back.
Wasn't that a brilliant move?
Axe getting the cover on B. Brian Blair. The winners of the first fall. Demolition will take you to ringside for the official word.
A brilliant move by Axe.
The winners aggressive Demolition, but Axe not in too good of a way. Let's take you back, take a look at the replay real quick.
Look at how smart Axe is.
Blair coming off the top to be met by the knees of Axe.
Beautiful move, fabulous move.
1, 2, 3, and the winners of the first fall, Demolition. Stay tuned, we'll be back with falls 2 and maybe 3. Don't go away.
Killer Bees dropping the first fall in his 2 out of 3 fall matchup, but this one a long way from being over. Imagine now, here's 2 teams involved in that Survivor Series. Imagine 4 more teams on each side. It's going to be something else. We'll be back with more falls and more action in a moment. In mere moments, we'll take you back to the Sam Houston Coliseum where Killer Bees will try to even... Yes, sure. Bring it in. What is it?
It's a pie.
Peanut butter pie.
It's obvious she didn't bake it.
Oh, my favorite.
Looks nice.
Don't keep your fingers out of it, too. Watch, keep your eye.
It's going to blow up, isn't it?
I know. Parade as we go back to the Sam Houston Coliseum for fall number 2.
The second fall begins. Demolition scoring the first fall against the Killer Bees. Jumping Jim Brunzell and B. Brian Blair. Bruce Pritchard at ringside, along with Mike McGurkin, Duke Doherty, and Brunzell. Brings Demolition into the ring, and they go right to work on B. Brian.
The Bees are trying their best.
They have to, Duke.
To overcome this loss of the first fall.
And all Demolition has to do is score 1 more fall, and they've got their night's work done with.
Now, you see the pain on his face, what the 2 of them did to him.
Well, good teamwork on the part of the Killer Bees. However, Demolition, just 1 slip up. It's professional wrestling. 1 slip up, and it can turn a match around in an instant.
Axe is in excruciating pain. You can see it on his face. Being dealt out by these 2 Bees who are going to run out of luck pretty soon.
Well, their names tell it all, Axe and Smash. That's not left it. Ooh.
Almost had the big man down for the count of 3. Now Axe getting a rest on the outside as he tags in Smash. Smash immediately goes to work on Blair, but Blair fires right back at him.
Blair is unbelievable when he's coming back here. I don't know where Blair's getting all this strength. But Smash.
Blair tagging Brunzell as he was up in the air. Beautiful drop kick by jumping Jim Brunzell. Count of 3, and it's even. 1 fall for the Killer Bees and 1 fall for Demolition.
I dispute that.
You would.
I dispute that.
The Killer Bees are winner of the second fall. Let's take you back and take a look at that tremendous drop kick by jumping Jim Brunzell right there. Blair tagging Brunzell in. And Blair delivers the clothesline to Axe. And watch this drop kick right here, Duke.
It is uncalled for the 2 Bees to be in there. One of them should be out.
Well, it paid off. They got the 3 count, and they even the falls up. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the 3rd and deciding fall.
It's all tied up in the Sam Houston Coliseum, 1 fall each.
He never made the tag to Brunzell.
Could you tell that?
Yes,
from that
I could.
particular
That's my
camera?
job here, to pick up on those things.
You have a job here?
What are you going to do with that?
Well, eventually I'm going to eat it. It's peanut butter pie, my favorite.
You're going to lick it off my face? I know you're going to smash that in my face.
Boy, you certainly have a guilty conscience, don't you? You're always worried about something. It's just a peanut butter pie. Just ignore it like it wasn't even there. Fall number 3 into the deciding one coming up in just a moment.
It's ticking. Come here. Come here.
Well, it's all tied up at 1 fall
Get
apiece.
out of here.
Will you leave my pie alone?
Something's going to happen with that. I know it. I'm not dumb.
You just look that way, right? Just appears that way to everybody.
No, I don't appear to be dumb. I'm not
it's
dumb.
1 fall apiece, as we told you earlier on. In fact, the deciding fall coming at you right now.
The third and deciding fall here in the Sam Houston Coliseum in Houston, Texas. Bruce Pritchard along with Mike McGurk and Duke Doherty at ringside. And it's one fall each for the Killer Bees, and Demolition is jumping Jim Brunzell. I don't know who that is in the ring. It's Smash.
And that's it. The Bees have got to come on strong now. They're going to give it everything they've got because Axe and Smash are going to do a number on them.
And Smash now tagging in Axe. And they double teaming on the part of Demolition.
Talking about both of them being in there. Duke, you didn't catch that.
You're just having a little trouble getting out of the rope, that's all.
Yeah.
But look at Axe do a number on. Look at Brunzell. Oh, jumping.
Axe certainly is favoring that left leg. As you can see, the tremendous red welt brought up on his leg from the beating the hands of the Killer Bees. Smash sends Brunzell in, and Brunzell with a big boot right to the chest.
Not big enough to send Smash over.
And now Blair going to work on Smash. Mike sends him into the ropes. Elbow smash, and not enough to take the big man down.
Still not enough to take him down. The Bees have got to do more than this.
Right to the midsection. And he feels that, the look on his face.
The Bee got stung there, didn't he?
Little welt and out.
And Smash sends Blair to the outside of the ring. Right there in not too good a territory was Mr. Fuji and Axe on the outside.
Axe was just trying to help him in the ring, that's all. Get him up there.
Good shot of Smash, tagging Axe.
Notice the teamwork right there, how the two of them take right in and out, huh? Absolute fantastic teamwork between Axe and Smash. Mr. Fuji,
Blair got in a good way.
Oh, you see Fuji giving out directions to his men.
And Smash giving a helping hand to Blair.
Right, it just picks him up and throws him in like a potato.
And once again, Blair goes right for that leg, Mike.
That he's been working on. And there he is again.
Smash coming right in there, doing what he's supposed to do.
That referee has got his hands full with these guys, and here we go.
We got Mayhem in there now. All four of them are in.
His referee, Joey Morella, gets Jim Brunzell out of the ring. A double team effort on behalf
And as his
of
back is
Demolition.
turned, they take full advantage of it. Both of them 2-on-1.
And Smash now going to work on the neck of B. Brian Blair.
Smash has done a fantastic job. He was really smashing Blair. Taking the sting out of him, I believe.
The third and deciding fall. The winners of this fall will be the winners of the match.
Jumping Jim Brunzell over on the side there. Ain't much he can do, huh?
Good teamwork on behalf of Demolition. As Smash holds Blair in the corner as Axe goes to work. Nice move by Blair. Almost had him for the 3 count.
That's their advantage, their quickness and their speed and the agility of these Bees. This is what it's going to take.
Looks like they run out of speed to me.
They're wearing them down, dude.
Oh, you're not kidding, they're wearing them down. Look at the size of the Demolition team compared to the Bees. They outweigh each one of them by 100 pounds each. They've burned them out now. They've got them burned out. Now they just got to mercy kill them.
This crowd here in the Sam Houston Coliseum getting behind the Killer Bees.
Oh, back to that midsection again.
What a fantastic smash by Smash.
B. Brian showing some effects of these two guys, Axe and Smash.
Axe just whipping them around like an old axe handle.
And Axe going right back to work on the neck of B. Brian Blair.
Axe, fantastic. Fantastic body. Unbelievable. Look at Blair. He's gasping there. He's begging. He says, I want out.
I don't believe I saw Blair say that he wants out, although I'm sure he does, but he's not about to give up.
Brunzell's trying to root him on.
Brunzell, along with everyone else here in the Sam Houston Coliseum, and Blair with those elbows to the midsection almost didn't even affect Axe acts of Demolition.
Will you look at how that Demolition team is doing a number on the bees, huh? Blair was trying to get over to that corner, and Smash come in and did a number. Look at that.
Ooh. And Smash just hammers Blair going for the cover. Nice maneuver by Jumpin' Jim Brunzell, saving his partner that time, Mike.
He knows it. He knows that P. Bryan is wearing down, and he needs to get over there in his corner so they can tag in.
He needs it. I can't believe he got in there. Jumpin' Jim Brunzell.
Oh, he just get over there to get Jumpin' Jim.
Both men down, B. Bryan Blair and Smash of Demolition.
We just stung him a little. Don't worry. He's going to shake the cobwebs out. He's going to be right back. Look at that.
Blair trying to get over that corner. He's got the tag.
Oh, the referee didn't see it.
I told you the boys are great, aren't they? Axe and Smash.
Oh, good. Get over there.
And Smash missing and ramming himself right into that turnbuckle. And both men find themselves flat on the mat once again.
Bryan's got to move fast.
Here comes Axe.
Oh, he did. I can just get over there.
I don't know where the Bee ever got brains like that to move.
And Brunzell ready to make his way in. If only Blair got the tag. And Brunzell now going to work on Axe of Demolition. Sends him into the ropes. Clothesline and brings him to the mat.
Can't believe it.
Only one.
He may have momentary success, but I'm sure.
Wow.
Beautiful drop kick by Jumpin' Jim Brunzell.
How do you ever get up so high for that? Will you look at this mayhem going on in there? All four of them in there, slugging it out.
Four-way going on is the Killer Bees have Demolition and collision right in the middle of the ring.
That was a major collision, a colossal collision.
Killer Bees sends Smash in, double elbow.
You know, it's taken two of the Bees to even put a little damage on any one of the Demolition team.
Oh, that time.
Not fair.
With the help of Mr. Fuji's cane, and Smash covers Jumpin' Jim Brunzell for the third fall in the match.
The winners, Demolition.
The winners of the third fall in the match, the controversial winners at that.
Absolutely a fantastic win. Axe and Smash.
As you see Mr. Fuji giving Axe the cane, and Smash reverses and right in the throat area of Jumpin' Jim Brunzell, and Smash is right there for the cover. 1, 2, 3, the winners of the third and deciding fall, Demolition. Stay tuned for more World Wrestling Federation action. Don't you dare go away.
The announcer made a slight error there. Mr. Fuji won the match.
I missed it.
Yeah, oh, you missed it. You won't miss it. You're going to be in Sam Houston Coliseum tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, I'll be there.
Yeah, well, don't interfere like Mr. Fuji did just there.
You don't have to worry about me interfering.
No, farthest thing from your mind, right?
Farthest thing from my mind. That and that pie.
I suppose that come November 26th at the WWF Survivor Series, you won't interfere at all.
I didn't interfere in WrestleMania 3, did I?
No.
Well, I
No.
was provoked by Billy Jerk, but not by Hogan. I didn't even do anything in that match. I behaved myself.
You cried through most of the match, I understand. Literally sat there and cried.
Did not cry. I don't pout.
Take a look at that kisser if you believe that. You're very bent out of shape today. You didn't get a call from Miss Betty or anything?
Miss Betty's on vacation.
Is she?
Yes, she is.
Where is she vacationing?
Her and her boyfriend, Johnny C., are on a cruise.
Oh, how lovely. How lovely. Too bad you didn't go with them. Well, they'll all be coming back, though, very shortly because everybody wants to be a part of the Survivor Series Thanksgiving Eve. Well, folks, that wraps it up for another week here on Prime Time Wrestling. Before we leave everyone this week, Brain, obviously you didn't get a chance to look at the newest edition of the magazine because it doesn't come out till next week, but I didn't give you a chance to thumb through it. Aren't you satisfied with your Survivor team that's well over a ton?
Oh, they're the biggest team ever assembled in the history of
Well, they're going to
wrestling.
be bigger by the time Survivor Series actually rolls around.
Oh, they're going to bulk up, no doubt about that.
Yeah, take a look at this shot right here. The fast food king, King Kong Bundy. He had already consumed, I understand, 42 or 43 of the WWF.
No. What happened there? I happened to be there when that was taken. He was returning those. Someone had set him up and put those by his bag to get a picture like the guy was pigging out.
Please.
No, it's not the way it is.
Let me just take my pie before you decide that King Kong Bundy should have it as
You're
well.
gonna smash that in my face, aren't you?
This is peanut butter pie. I wouldn't destroy this. This is
How do I know it's
edible.
peanut butter pie?
Would you like to smell it?
No.
I didn't think so. Plenty more action, as always, coming up next week right here on Prime Time Wrestling, and we will, in fact, be 1 week closer to the big event, Thanksgiving night, November 26th, Richfield Coliseum, the big WWF Survivor Series. So long, everybody.